The city of flowers, geishas, the city of 1,000 years. This is Kyoto, Japan, and this is I Travel for Coffee. My name is Mike, and I'm on a mission to find the best coffee that this world has to offer. From coffee roasters to coffee shops and everything in between, this is I Travel for Coffee. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to beautiful Kyoto, Japan. So Kyoto is known for its geishas. It's also known for its tea ceremonies. Matcha is the king when it comes to Kyoto. But today on I Travel for Coffee, we are going to check out 4 different coffee shops here in the beautiful city of Kyoto. And I am going to take you with me. Let's go. Kyoto, Japan served as the capital of Japan for over 100 years. So this was the main imperial capital of Japan for a very long time. Its history is rich. It is a very deep history. Thus why Gion, a section of Kyoto here, still has one of the largest populations of geishas left in Japan. Now given, you've probably seen on the news as of recent that Kyoto is becoming way over tourist driven, and you're seeing that all over the place here in Kyoto. And I will say from experience of last night, this is in fact the case. There are so many people in this town, given they also make a very large majority of their money off of tourism. But is it overcrowded? It is. All right, so I am currently walking through the Gion section of Kyoto right now, which is the historic area where geishas still live, still perform, and it's got a lot of little shops. It's got a lot of cool history as well. This is the area that tourists seem to flock to when mid-afternoon comes around. If you want to hit this area and you want to see the sights, wake up early or come out late, because everybody kind of disappears from the entire area when you do that. It is massively crowded in midday. Okay, so how are we going to do this today in Kyoto? Where are these coffee shops located? Well, the Kamo River runs right down the middle of Kyoto, somewhat, separating it by 2 different sides. The goal today is to check out 2 on the east side and 2 on the west side here in Kyoto. Just a few blocks from the Roku Temple here in Kyoto is our first coffee shop of the day. This is Fuku Coffee. Let's go check it out. Coffee is a one-man show, and what an awesome individual he is. First and foremost, Fuku is named after the owner's cat. So the cat's name is Fuku, and that is where he got the name for the coffee roaster. He does all the roasting himself. He has a roaster right behind him, and it's sitting there. Obviously, there's really nowhere to sit in there. There's one bench, but if anybody's on it, you're basically out of space. This is a very tiny room filled with a roaster, filled with beans. Absolutely awesome, and you could not ask for a nicer individual. He's rushing around in there making sure that everybody's getting exactly what they want. So with that said, I got two coffees here because I couldn't choose between two different ones. I opted for the pour over, so I did a Colombian honey, and I am super excited to try this. Oh my. Oh, that is good. I have a good feeling that I'm never going to look at pour overs the same after I leave Japan. This is sensational. So let's talk about the taste. It has that classic Colombian base to it, but it's very sweet. This has a sweeter taste, and that's probably due to the honey process, but it is very, very, very good. This is one of those coffees that I think I would probably give just about anybody because it covers all bases. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It is just perfect. All right, so repositioning here to the front of the store while I dive into the second coffee that I bought here at Fuku, and that is Bolivian. So this was recommended, and I'm about to dive into this. He actually told me to wait to drink to this one second because the flavor comes out a lot more as it sits, which happens with a lot of different types of coffee. So here we go, Bolivian. Okay, I can see the recommendation and why he recommended this one. It is delicious. It is it's a darker coffee, so this is a dark roast, but it has that chocolatey taste to it, and yeah, that comes out really well. It's delicious. This is so good. This is one of the better coffees that I have had in a very long time. I love what he's doing here. I love this little shop. So what do we think? What do we give Fuku, the cat coffee roaster here? We are going to give this a 9.5. So a very high score, 9.5. This is a must hit when you're in Kyoto. Let's get out of here and let's go check the second one out on the other side of the river. Okay, so we are heading over to the Shimogayo ward here in Kyoto to check out our second coffee shop of the day. Before we do that, I want to just once again talk about how awesome Fuku was. That the individual that's in there, he's a one-man show, and he is doing things so well. He's making lattes on one end, he's doing pour-overs on the other, and he said it was named after his cat. So a really cool place, absolutely amazing individual, and amazing coffee. This shop is off the tourist track, so you are going to get down into the local area of Kyoto, but I am telling you, this is well worth getting off the tourist track. Go, give him some business, buy some beans from him. His prices are very reasonable for the coffee that he's pushing out, and he does all the roasting himself. The exact type of stuff that we want to see on I Travel for Coffee. With that said, we are going to cross the river. We're going to head over to the Shimogayo ward, and we're going to check out our second coffee shop of the day. Let's go. Kyoto is in the Kansai region of Japan and boasts 1.4 million people, making it Japan's 7th largest city. With that said, there are over 2,000 different shrines just in the confines of the city of Kyoto. So lots of shrines, very, very scenic area. We also have the bamboo forests on both sides of the city here. Both are extremely popular. Okay, we are quickly approaching our second coffee shop slash roaster here in Kyoto, Japan. This is Okaffe Roasting Park. Let's go check it out. Okay, so we are at Okaffe here in Kyoto. Again, we did a classic pour over, and once again, the individual working here is a one-man show, and he is super nice, does a fantastic job at what he does. He actually does a little roasting, he does a little barista work, he does a little bit of everything. So we are going to dive into this special blend that they make just here and see how it goes. On top of that, I got this tart that is supposed to be extremely popular here. It is what this coffee shop is known for. There are two different types. One has chocolate and one has a type of a bean that is popular here in Japan. I went with the bean. I cannot for the life of me remember what type of bean it was. It is not red bean, but I am about to dive into this as well as this cup of coffee. That is really good. I can see why this is popular. So as you can see, they have a very cool outdoor seating area. That's where I opted to go. You can sit upstairs in like a little loft area that has some benches and some areas to sit. Let's try this coffee out. Here we go. First sip. Very, very good. There's actually a honey taste to this coffee. Really smooth, very, very smooth. Actually, this is probably one of the smoothest pour overs that I have gotten in Japan at this point. All right, so the blend that is in this is definitely Brazil, definitely Guatemalan, and maybe something else, but you can taste the Guatemalan coming out. It gives you that earthy tone, and the Brazil just as a base, and it has that honey sweetness to it. This is a really, really good cup of coffee. If you are in Kyoto, get off the tourist track, come down here, get a cup of coffee, get one of these, because apparently they are extremely famous here in Kyoto. This is what everybody wants, and I can see why. It's delicious. Okay, so Okaffe Roasting Park. What do we think? What do we want to give it? What is the overall score of this cup of coffee? We're gonna give this a 9.5. So right there with the last one, these are almost right on par with each other. If nobody tops this, could we have our first tie here in Kyoto? I don't know. 9.5 is a high score and we've seen it twice. Check this place out. You won't regret it. So if you are in the downtown section of Kyoto and that is where you're staying and you want to check out Okaffe, the coffee shop that we just went to, number 2, they do have a location right here in downtown that is just their coffee shop. So if you're not interested in the roaster or things like that, this might be a good spot just to try the coffee out and see what you think. So yeah, right here in downtown, and I'm going to show you that right now. One thing that I find super interesting here in Kyoto is that the main drag that runs through the city gets very, very busy. And I am talking shoulder to shoulder people, mostly in the evening time when everybody's looking to have some sort of dinner or go hang out. But if you walk just one block back, there's virtually nobody. So little key point, get off the main drag at night, one street back. Okay, we have just approached our 3rd coffee destination here in Kyoto, Japan, and that is Kyoto Coffee Labo. This is a small stand on a back street here in Kyoto, serving up pour-overs. Let's go and let's check it out. Okay, so we are in Kyoto. We have stopped and got ourselves some Kyoto coffee right here at a little hole-in-the-wall stand in downtown Kyoto. So anywhere you are in Kyoto, you're really close to this little hole in the wall where they are serving up pour-overs directly in front of you. And this is a Colombian roast with a cool little message on it, and I'm going to dive into it and I'm going to see what we think. Very good. That is an excellent cup of coffee. Extremely fruity, a little acid on the back. Definitely has that Colombian coffee taste, as it should. Oftentimes whenever you get Colombian coffee, say at the grocery store, it's just stale. The roast is horrible, and it gives Colombian coffee a bad name. This is the way Colombian coffee is supposed to taste. It has a burst of fruit. You can have the acid on the front, but on the back it is extremely smooth. This is an excellent cup of coffee. Come down here, anywhere you are in Kyoto, come to this little window. It's fantastic and you will not regret it. All right, so what do we think? Where does Kyoto Coffee Labo rank in Kyoto? What do we give this Colombian coffee? What is the score? What do we think? What does this hole in the wall have to offer? What is it? We are going to give Kyoto Coffee a rating of 9.4. So, really good cup of coffee. Highly enjoy it. If you are anywhere close downtown Kyoto and you need coffee, this one's right here. Don't pass it up. Awesome people working in here, serving up delicious coffee. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, so we are on the main drag here in Kyoto. We just left Kyoto Coffee Labo. Really awesome barista working there. She was super nice, and they do a pour over right in front of you, and that is the way that a lot of these places are in Japan. So you have probably noticed that a lot of these coffee shops, you will actually see the individual after grinding smell the coffee. They will do that sometimes after the grind and even sometimes after the pour. And the reason for that is they are getting a feel for whether or not that coffee is fresh and it was made correctly. It's not something that we are used to in the United States. I think people would feel weird about that, but it's not weird at all. They are actually making sure that the coffee is perfect for us to drink, and I highly appreciate it. That just goes to show you the amount of care and the amount of attention that the Japanese are putting into their pour overs. So cool. Just like anywhere else in the world, you can tell a lot about a place by, of course, visiting their markets. The Nishiki Market is no different here in Kyoto. This is a melting pot of everything that is Japan. Lots of different types of street foods, lots of different types of handmade goods. Just everything that you could possibly think of is inside of this market. And you'll see these type of markets all throughout Japan, but Nishiki Market is a very, very cool market offering things that you've probably never seen before, like having a sweet potato that has been cooked on the street. That is extremely, extremely popular here. So yeah, Nishiki Market, very cool place here in Kyoto. All right, so we have just left the Nishiki Market here in Kyoto, and we are back on the main drag. We are going to follow this back across the river into Gion, but we are going to head north from there and hit our fourth and final coffee shop of the day here in beautiful Kyoto, Japan. So we have once again crossed the river and are back on the other side of Kyoto. We're actually walking along the canal right now. And as you walk along that canal, it's going to bring you to our fourth and final coffee destination of the trip. This is Black Cat Coffee Company. Let's check it out. Okay, so we have hit our fourth and final coffee shop here of the day. This is Black Cat Coffee, and a super cool individual in there. As you can see, another hole in the wall coffee shop that is very popular here in Japan, and that was the second hole in the wall today in Kyoto. 3 of the 4 were very small coffee places, but yes, this is Black Cat. We went with an Americano, so the only difference between this and all the rest is there were no pour overs. This is an espresso machine, so you can get your normal espresso drinks. I, on the other hand, went with an Americano. It is the closest to the pour overs that I've had today. So let's go in, let's see what Black Cat here in Kyoto has to offer. Really, really good. So this is a Brazil-based espresso. This actually has a little bit of cocoa taste to it, but it also has a little bit of almost like a honeydew taste to it, if that makes sense. Almost like a melon type taste. So this is very different. This is not your normal Brazil roast espresso, but it is very, very good. Very smooth. Very delicious, very simple, just shots of espresso, hot water, delicious Americano here at Black Cat Coffee in Kyoto. So what do we give Black Cat today? Let's go in for one more. A 9.4. So what that means is we have 2 at a 9.4 and 2 at a 9.5. These are high scores. Japan is not letting us down. They know what they're doing when it comes to coffee. That is why they're scoring so high. But officially, we now have a tie for first and second, only separated by a point. 9.5, 9.4. Unbelievable coffees today. If I had to pick one to edge out in the 9.5, I'm not sure I could do it. I loved Fuku. I thought it was really, really good coffee. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about Kyoto and the coffee scene. For first time ever, we have a tie at 9.5. If you like this type of content, I do ask that you please hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, and follow along on this journey. I want to continue to do this. In fact, I have some other really great things in store, and I would love to take you along with me. As always, coffee connects us. It brings us together. So sit down with somebody, have a cup of coffee, and just talk for a while. This is I Travel for Coffee. See everybody.